Jim, let's talk about Social Media Week Lima and Emerge. First, tell me about your business. What do you do and how long have you been doing it?
I'm the president of Fusion Marketing. I've been running it for about 7 years, and I'm in the Atlanta, Georgia area, but I serve people anywhere in the world because of the power of the internet.
Right.
I focus on digital marketing consulting, but I also do a lot with video, remote live stream production, virtual events, and I've got a couple live shows myself, one on Amazon. I'm part of the Amazon Influencer Program.
Oh, you're a big deal.
I
You're a very
don't
big
know.
deal
I don't
with
like that
Amazon
word.
Influencer.
I don't like that word, but I think what I do as well is I'm helping businesses figure out how they can live solve, not live sell.
Oh,
And I think, yes, because I think we all could be doing live solving, and that's where the video is so powerful, and really enjoy doing that.
describe solving more. Like
So-
serving instead of selling, kind of?
Yes, that's a
Okay.
good way to put it. So I think the challenge that we have today is that people are, they want a quick win, like, oh, we got to broadcast our stuff and people are just going to come flying to us, and it's like, no, they don't
Buy
care.
everything.
They don't care about you, right?
Right.
And so what we have to do is educate people. I always talk about the 4 E's of social media: educate, entertain, empower, and engage. And
Yes.
engage is one of the most important things. So live video or even recorded video where you're talking about problems and the solution to those problems, because at the end of the day, all businesses are problem solvers.
Right.
Even a if you want to call it a fashion, person or whatever, they're solving a problem for people that are looking for a certain type of clothes. They want to know how it looks.
Right, especially on different size bodies and things like
Yes.
that. I've seen some of those influencers who are like, I'm a size whatever, and this is what it looks like on me. So,
Right.
yeah, I can see that. So, how have you kind of emerged? It sounds like you've pivoted your business and you've been doing some different things. So, what was your kind of emergence story of like, when did you get into Amazon and how did that happen?
Yeah, so it was interesting because I used to really do, I think maybe even like you used to, a lot more of the social media management.
Yes.
But it's really tough to do that because people don't realize, like, I don't know your business. You got to give me the content so I can repurpose it and get it out there, and it's also going to take time. It's not going to happen in 30 days.
Right, yeah, there's a little lead time there.
And so, we had this thing happen where the world kind of shut down, and fortunately, because of previous things I'd run into in the past, I was ready for it.
Oh,
I'd been live streaming. I was, it's part of my, marketing the Marine Corps way. We adapt, we overcome. And so I was just, okay, it's time to make a shift, right? And so I saw this opportunity where Amazon was looking for influencers. I applied, I got accepted, and so me and my friend Chris Stone, we literally in 2 hours came up with the idea of Dealcasters,
wow,
where we were going to teach people, right, how to use technology for live streaming and podcasting. Because so many people still struggle, right? The problem has not been solved, and I think we've all seen, the many things that can go wrong.
Right.
And so you have to be prepared, like, well, what's plan B, what's plan C?
Okay.
And so even talking to some of the people here, they don't have good internet at their house. So it's like, okay, well, you either go somewhere else or
you're
just
gonna have
record the
interruptions.
video. Right.
Yeah, or
Right.
record the video.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah. So, so that started in 2020. In fact, next month the show will be 3 years.
Look at that. Everybody's emergence story has that kind of thing. Seems like around that time everybody had it. So I like it.
And it's fun because, I like tech. I mean, we've got these Rode microphones that I've learned about, and so these are great for hybrid events, right? Because you can put a transmitter into it and you can walk around, and so you're not like tied to your desk.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing we have to think about is how I think business, just like life, is about constant learning.
Oh, I like that.
And you can't just, stop learning, like, hey, we've made it, we've arrived, and don't have to do anything.
I never have to come to a conference and learn anything new.
I mean, just ask Blockbuster and Kodak how that worked for them,
Right.
So I think that's the thing that, as a business owner, you have to think about: how am I solving people's problems? Or maybe, like with AI, the problem's been solved,
Right.
And now there's a new way to do things. Like, you know, you've got all these people that are worried about losing their jobs, but the reality is maybe your job wasn't that good to begin with.
Right.
And you need to think about, what do I need to do next? You know, or sometimes do something that you enjoy.
Right, instead of just something that checks the box.
Right.
So maybe it's forcing that, and I think it makes people more efficient at what they already do. So, okay, now you're at Social Media Week Lima. Is this your second time or
This is my fourth time.
fourth time? Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Okay.
Yes.
So, what has been the highlight of the past 2 days? You think?
Wow.
What's something you've learned, or just somebody's speech, or something that you took away?
Well, I will say that all the speakers have been amazing, you know, and you know, shout out to Jennifer Watson. Oh my God, she's
Yeah.
awesome.
She is so awesome.
But I really thought, listening to Phil Mershon talk about the music use in events, I had never really thought about
Yeah.
how the music can set the mood.
Yes.
And I was like, wow, that's definitely something you could think of applying even to like product videos.
Right.
Right? What is something, you know, but don't overwhelm
Yes.
the video where the music's so loud they can't hear what you're saying.
Right. Right.
And so you have to think of those things. I think the other thing, Terry Weaver really made me think, like, what's your thing?
Yeah.
You know, got his book, and I'm gonna dive into his free course and see, because maybe I'm not doing my thing. I don't
Right,
know.
maybe we don't know what our thing is. We've got to explore it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really like that he brought that too, because I think once you step into your genius, you just do it and it doesn't feel like work.
Right.
So, all right, well, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. It's great to see you guys.